It's arrived! Yay! Stay tuned to find out. Oh, it's a good one. Hi, and welcome to RCKicks. On today's show, I'm unboxing something that's taken almost 6 months to find. Not the easiest thing to hunt down. Luckily, I had some help on this one, so a massive shout out to Lee at L&L Models for seeing this one, knowing that I wanted one, and he grabbed it, and he was kind enough to let me have it at the same price as he paid for it. So a massive shout out to him. Big thanks. Shall I just open it? It's a good one. I've wanted one of these in the collection for a long time. Right, let's take a look. Now, between you and me, I have actually opened the box to have a look anyway, because I just couldn't help myself before filming it. Plus, I wanted to have a good look at it before I showed it to you, otherwise I'd just be staring at it and you'll just be looking at me staring at it. Yeah, so let's have a look. Well, it came with a spare chassis, which I think was the original chassis for this that's been swapped out. Now I'm really chuffed. It's actually in really good condition anyway. There's hardly any damage to it whatsoever. A little bit of light running by the look of it. It looks like the aerial slot is the only kind of thing that's slightly damaged on it. But all the actual mounting points look really good, so I'm quite chuffed to get that. Obviously, you know, that was just a other thing that came with the deal. So, but hey, good to have, right? Then we have a brochure. Then we have a rear spoiler. Am I holding this up the right way around? No. A rear spoiler, not painted, and the rear spoiler mount, which is plastic on both sides, and then you've got some aluminum for some of you parts. Then we have some spare rims. Again, nice little bonus to have. I want to get white rims for this because that's what the car came originally, but it's got some extra rims. Hey. And then you have the car itself. Are you ready? Oh, look at this. Right, let's just get rid of the box. So if you don't know already, this is an X10 from 10th Technologies. The wheels aren't right, these are X11, so these are the wrong wheels. I will swap them out. And it's in lovely condition, absolutely stunning. I will do a montage in a minute where you can get a good look at it, but well chuffed. These are insanely difficult to find and prices are bonkers. Now, trying to find one of these in good condition, they just don't come up very often. They really don't. And when they come up, the hardcore fans of these snap them up straight away. So, yeah, I was really chuffed. I was getting to the point where I was thinking I'm not going to get one. And opening the box today, I am super chuffed. It is in lovely condition. All the arms, the chassis, it's all like new. Almost no running by the look of it. There's no road scratchy marks on any of it. So lovely. Now the shocks don't seem to have any oil in them, but I get the feeling it was probably restored, being that this was the old chassis. It was restored with new parts that hadn't been used, and the person who owned it before just didn't put any oil in the shocks because it was going to sit on the shelf. The body looks like it was new. It wasn't painted that long ago. So I think it was really restored, and then it sat on the shelf, and then the person probably realized that these are now selling for quite a lot of money and decided to sell it on. Whoever restored it did a really good job. There's a lot of attention to detail. All the screws have been changed out and it's in really good condition. The only thing that's a bit concerning at the moment is it has a locked front diff. So, but apparently that was an option. Comment below if you know more. But it has a locked front diff that, yeah. The rear one is fine. The front one is locked. So I did hear that that was an option that was available. I don't quite know why you'd want a locked front diff on a racing buggy, but shows you what I know. There's one person I would like to give a shout out to for probably the wrong reasons, and that's Duncan McGregor. If you haven't seen Duncan's one of these, which is why I got into this, I'll put a link up here. Duncan was kind enough to bring over and lend me his brand new X10. So I had it on the show and I got to drive it, and it's his fault that I wanted one of these because it drove so well. So thanks, Duncan, because even though I got it at a great price thanks to Lee, it's still rather expensive buggy. How expensive are these? Well, if you don't tell Rebecca, it was probably about £520 in total, and that was a bargain. There was one of these that had the box and the manual and was painted up slightly better that sold for £1,500 with the correct wheels and stuff like that. So yeah, I am super chuffed to have one in the collection, even though I had to sell quite a few cars to get it. But hey, it's paid for, it is mine. Well, paid for as in it's on a credit card. Shh, we don't talk about it. Anyway, so there you go. Right, I'm going to cut to a montage so you can have a quick look at it in more detail, and then we'll cut back, and then I'll talk about what I'm going to do with it. There you go, just a quick montage, and I think you can agree the quality is looking really good. So I'm super happy from that point of view. So what's the plan? Well, I'm going to get a new body, and mainly because I'm not too keen on this blue. I mean, the body's painted up well, but it's not a colour that I'm a real big fan of. And I'm going to get a pro painter to paint it up, and we're going to do something super special because I think the car deserves it. The shocks don't have any oil on at the moment, so I've got to sort that out to make sure the seals are all okay. So I'll strip down the shocks. I will do it on the show, and I've got to get some electronics for it. Comment below what electronics should be in this. If you raced one of these back in the day, what electronics should I put in this? I will run this gently, but so I want to get it up and running for sure. Got to get new wheels. These are the X11 wheels, like I said before. I want white ones, which I think are the X10 wheels. Not a fan of this colour. That's it. Oh, also, all the screws have been changed to torque screws, so I've got to get a torque screw set. Every single bolt has been changed, I think. Maybe some are Allen key. Yeah, I think some are Allen. So it's a little, yeah, it's a little bit of a mixture. I think most of them are torque, but some, like the pins, the arm pins, which I guess they couldn't get, are still Allen key. So yeah, there we go, super chuffed, and I'll tick that off one of my collection. What's next? Well, RC10 World Car. I'm coming to get you. Not yet. If you've got one, don't contact me to buy it straight away. I don't have any money, but I will get one, I promise. And there is someone I'm actually talking to who I don't know if he's still got the new inbox one, but if he's still got it and he's patient, I might have it off him in a couple of months. Anyway, thanks very much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Ho ho! At last, look at that.